morning. It's the day after Christmas. I didn't upload a Vlogmas video yesterday. I'm so sorry. It was 2 in the morning and I actually have some footage from last night. So I'm just gonna chuck it in this video because I have it. You can see like kind of a little bit of like what I was up to on Christmas Day. But to be honest, my mom, my sister and I started playing Overcooked at like 11 a.m. and we continued to play throughout the day, like on and off until like 11 p.m. So it was like a full marathon of Overcooked. We like were blasting through those levels. We like to get 3 stars on every level instead of just like 1. Like you can pass and move along with 1 star, but we like to get 3. And I think it was like 4-6 we were on and we had 1 star and that took us forever. Like we had probably retried it a million times and we could not get past the 1 star and it was getting late. So we're like, okay, let's just go to bed. But I stayed up and I was cooking the rest of the dinner rolls that I was making. But aside from that, literally that's all we did yesterday was play video games and like we had dinner together. I don't know, like we were just gamer girls yesterday and it was so much fun. My mom doesn't really play a lot of video games, so it was really fun when she like joined in because Eric and I were already playing, but it was like even more fun when my mom was there. We were like cracking up because like, I don't know, like you would have just had to been here, but it was also not something that I could have recorded and I didn't think about it, to be honest. I was just living in the moment. So but this is what I was up to last night and they are so good. And I made my own homemade cinnamon butter. It's a Texas Roadhouse copycat recipe. I'll leave it in the description box. It was so good and honestly like really easy. The hardest, like the longest part of the process is just waiting for the dough to rise, but it is so crucial. And I think that's why my other dinner rolls that I've made in the past did not work out, because the recipe that I was following for the other dinner rolls, the rise time was like 15 minutes in the bowl and 15 minutes on the tray or in the baking dish, and it just like wasn't enough. So they were super dense rolls and they took a really long time to cook. They were just not good, but these are dangerously delicious. And like that cinnamon honey butter, so good, so incredibly good. So I'm very pleased with these and I'm bringing these to my sister's house over the weekend because we're having another Christmas with my cousins on my mom's side, and I'm really excited because I wasn't expecting that this year, so that'll be good. I haven't seen my cousin in a while. My dad told me that some people are showing up today to take our old washing machine because it's like still here. I don't really know when they're going to be here, but I kind of just want them to be like in and out because I just don't want to have to worry about it anymore. Last night before I went to bed, I was thinking up some like reflection questions for Vlogmas. Also, I've been trying to grow my hair out and I think I need to trim because the bottom is looking pretty dry, but it is getting so long. Anyway, I was reflecting on Vlogmas and stuff and I kind of just wanted to talk about like some different things like with Vlogmas, and yeah, pretty much it. I want to go make a coffee, but I'm like waiting for these people to be here and leave because I know Bailey, the dog, is going to bark his head off like incessantly. So I'm back in my living room / kitchen and someone is calling me. 1 second. Okay, so like they quite literally got here and then they left like 2 seconds later. So that was super easy. And now I have to call my dad and tell him that everything's done. I literally got something in my eye, like an eyelash. It hurts so bad. So anyway, it's way too hot for the goose sweater, so I had to take it off. It's like 40 degrees outside, which is probably cold for a lot of people, but the winter is usually like really cold, plus the wind. So it's like hot, you know what I mean? Anyway, let me just make this coffee. I need to fold my laundry today. Thought that we could do that while I chat about the things I want to chat about with Vlogmas. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. I like my coffee really strong, to be honest. So that's in there. Close that down. I turned that light down just a little bit because it was just doing too much, but the coffee's done and I have been obsessed with oat milk in my coffee ever since I tried it that one day. It's my favorite now. Oh my gosh, this eyelash has got to go. I shouldn't have made my coffee because it's gonna be difficult for me to like fold my laundry and drink my coffee, but we'll figure it out. We got this. It's kind of funny because, you know, honestly, we haven't been in here in a while, like at this angle. But like the bed is not looking terrible besides the one spot where like Maisie's laying, because I can't, like, I'm not gonna move her, that would be wild. So I have been like sleeping in my bed with my hard drive and my laptop, because like I've been staying up until 3, 4, 5 in the morning editing and posting Vlogmas lately. So Junie is up there. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited to fix my sleep schedule. It was way too difficult to try to do that and do Vlogmas at the same time, which brings me to my very first point. If I were to do Vlogmas next year, one thing that I would for sure do differently is starting like a day or two early, maybe even like a week. Vlogmas is kind of supposed to be like real time, but to be honest, like that first like week or two of Christmas really isn't like that crazy. People are like doing Christmas things until then, but then you could film and edit and post on Christmas Day and Christmas Eve, and that would be like 2 days out of like the whole month, you know, that you could have like content in real time. But I really wish that I would have started like a week sooner, so that I had a little bit of a buffer for those days that I was just like, I really do not want to post a vlog today. Fit check. So one of the first things I wrote down was, how did Vlogmas go overall? And I said, try to like summarize it. I was really happy with how many days I was actually able to film, edit, and post. I honestly was not expecting it to make it that far, especially because really early in, I was like, oh my gosh, nobody cares about my videos or my content. Like nobody wants to watch me, whatever. Wasn't seeing any type of growth on my channel, but decided to push through. But yeah, I wanted to give up like really early in, because it was like a lot to commit to, and you know, I struggle with consistency, and I wanted to do Vlogmas to grow the channel and to work on my consistency and just things like that. And I'm so glad that I stuck it out, because after I posted my budgeting video, I gained a lot of subscribers, and our channel, like, we have 22 new friends on this channel, and that's crazy because, you know, like, I wasn't expecting to like blow up. I mean, obviously like everyone wants to, but I also like wasn't expecting 22. I thought maybe like 5, 10, but 22 is honestly amazing, and I'm so excited that all of you are here joining our little community. I'm just like so excited to get to know you guys more. Sorry, I can't really multitask that well, which is kind of why I wanted to sit down for this video. But as someone that struggles to like pay attention and stay engaged myself, like I know that this is a better way to talk to you than just like sitting in front of the camera. And if I'm wrong, let me know. Like, I mean, I'm down to do whatever works for y'all. Like, if this is more entertaining, great. If it doesn't make a difference, great. Just let me know. I think I missed out on like a few days of Vlogmas, and I'm okay with that. I didn't expect to make it as far as I did at all, let alone only missing a couple days, and those were like some of my really hard days, or just really busy days. The next reflection question was, do I wish that anything was different? And I said sort of. I kind of wish that I was able to do more like Christmassy things. And you know, I wish I had my own vehicle. I was hoping to like get out of the house more and be like, hey, like come Christmas shop with me, or do this thing with me, like wrapping gifts. That was another video idea that I had. I wanted to like go to the store, buy gifts, and then have another video be like wrapping gifts, trying different like gift wrapping hacks and things like that. But because of like my income during this holiday season, I wasn't really able to go buy gifts, and kind of the same situation with everyone in my family. Yeah, I sort of wish that I was able to do that, but I also like this Vlogmas. You know, I remember my first Vlogmas video, or maybe the second one, whenever I finally introduced like, hey, this is what's going on. I remember saying like this was gonna be Vlogmas with an average person. To be honest, a lot of people can't afford to buy gifts for their families, or they do and it's just not much, or you know, I just wanted people to know that there's like, I don't know, I wanted to be someone that people can like relate to, because like my life is very average, it's very boring, it's very typical, especially like having to have 2 jobs coming up. Like I'm going to be so busy with work that like I'm not really gonna have the time to even post. So like Vlogmas really came at the right time while I had extra time. But like the whole point of Vlogmas for me was to just be someone that was like, you want to watch Vlogmas videos with someone who is just doing like stuff that you would do, you know, because there's tons of influencers out there that are doing these like huge things and just things that maybe I might not be able to do in my lifetime, or you know, I don't know, like there's just tons of people out there that are living like more extravagant lives or even just like different lives. But like I just feel like there's definitely people out there that can relate to, hey, I worked all day today and like all I want to do is just like go to bed after I get home from work. Like I don't have the energy to like do this and do that. So even just to like encourage and inspire you, like we're in the same boat, you know, and you can do Vlogmas too, because anyone can do Vlogmas and it'll be, you know, I mean, I think it's entertaining. I love watching videos of people doing like boring stuff because it's like, yeah, it's like I do that too, you know, like I have to do my laundry, I have to, you know, feed my cats, I have to clean the litter box in my room and stay on top of my chores, and like, I don't know, it's just comforting to know that like not everybody out there has a freaking personal maid. Most people don't, to be honest, but yeah, I don't know. I just wanted Vlogmas to be like relatable. I didn't really write down any other reflection questions. That's kind of all I really had. If I decide to do Vlogmas next year, I think the biggest thing, and maybe even the only thing I would change, is being more prepared, planning ahead. I had a list of ideas for videos and it was great, but I didn't necessarily plan anything out. So like every morning I would wake up and I'd be like, oh, what am I gonna do today? Like, what is my content gonna be? Especially because I didn't have a lot to do. I didn't have a vehicle. I couldn't just go wherever I wanted when I wanted to, which I was so glad that my sister was able to hang out with me so much and I was able to get out of the house. But overall, like I was kind of stuck at home and I would just wake up every morning and I'd be like, okay, like what should we do today? And luckily I had a lot of baking to do and I could like keep myself busy. But I think that in my own personal life, like if I don't plan something out the night before, the next day I just wake up and I'm like, it's like I'm lost. Like I don't know how to explain it. And that, you know, that was even like before Vlogmas, when I would sit on my planner at night, because you know, like when you get to like the end of the day and your mind's just like racing with like, oh my gosh, like I should have like done this and this because the day's over now. My phone keeps yelling at me about my storage. I thought I fixed this yesterday, but I probably have a bunch of stuff again. Yeah, so I'm just like way more productive when I plan the night ahead because my mind's already racing with things I wish I would have done, and then all I have to do is write it down, and then when I wake up in the morning I can look at and it's immediate inspiration of like what to do for the day. So I think I would just implement that into Vlogmas as well, because had I done that, I wouldn't have spent like the first few hours of the morning like panicking / like trying to figure out like what am I gonna do, and also just like, I don't know, I would spend a lot of time just kind of like avoiding, like procrastinating almost, because I didn't know what I was gonna do and I didn't have a plan. I also know a few videos ago I was talking about taking a break after Vlogmas, which I definitely think I'll take somewhat of a break, but I don't really want to take too long of a break because I really like making videos, and I was really feeling inspired by the growth of this channel in such a short amount of time that I just like really want to invest in it. And I think it'll be good for me to just have a little bit of time off so I can just like have a break, because Vlogmas is exhausting, and props to everyone and anyone who's ever tried it and ever done it. Whether or not you made it the full 25 days, like it is exhausting, and yeah, but it is a lot of fun, and I think it was definitely worth it. So I want to do it again next year, and I'll just implement these changes. I wanted to take a break from social media for a month and just like kind of track my, you know, thoughts, feelings, everything like that, and then make a video about it. But I just don't know if I want to be away from YouTube that long after just getting established, if that makes sense. Because truthfully, like I've done this in the past where I would post a video and be like, I'm gonna like start posting videos and I'm gonna be consistent, and then I would post that one video and then a year later it'd be like, so yeah, like turns out like I wasn't able to do that. And I think that things will be a little bit more difficult with my new job, especially having 2 jobs. I think I will be very busy, so it's gonna be harder. But I think after doing Vlogmas, I know that like I can at least manage like every week, every other week, you know, or even just once a month. And I would love to do more than once a month, but if that's where I end up, then, you know, I guess that's how it's gonna be. But I definitely want to introduce more financial content on this channel because a lot of you really seem to enjoy that video, and I have a few ideas of things I can talk about, like how to build your credit, getting a credit card, like, you know, talking about the fears and concerns of like getting your own credit card and different things like that, how to like make your budget, how to like just like do like, you know, those little things that you haven't budgeted before and you want to start. Like I think that at the least I could be a stepping stone into learning even more about budgeting. So I love budgeting, I love talking about finances, and so I'll have a lot of fun being able to do that. And now that my sister is on her budget, I think it could be fun to incorporate some content with her and her budgeting journey, because this is the first time that she has ever budgeted. I helped her with her budget last night actually, and it was so much fun. Like my favorite thing about like helping people with their budget is just like how relieved they are, like, or just like, you know, when they realize like, oh my gosh, like I have this much money, and like your money just disappears if you don't know exactly where it needs to go. And you know, she had like a somewhat like sobering moment in that moment of like, oh my gosh, like I didn't realize that, you know, I could have done this and all of these things. And it's like, to give clarity to someone with their finances, just like, I don't know, it was just like a really good moment, and it brought a lot of like excitement. And you know, for her, because she's like she feels like her debt is going to be tackled, and like her overall financial health is going to improve with this system. And you know, so I'm going to be working with her with that, and I'm just like really excited about it. So I'll probably honestly have content going up about that in the future. I just realized that my camera's been like at a slight tilt this whole time, but yeah, it's okay. Anyway, I'll probably see you guys way sooner than I would expect. It's gonna be nice to have a break from the daily uploads, but I'm gonna probably, who knows, like, I don't know when my sister gets paid next, but basically whenever she gets paid, we'll probably be doing a budgeting video together. So look out for that and be excited, because there'll be some good information in there. Honestly, I really wish I would have filmed it, but I just like, I don't know, I wasn't expecting us to do that. It just kind of came up in the spur of the moment. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Didn't think about filming. So I'm just gonna take some time during this time that I'm having a break from YouTube after Vlogmas and just write down some video ideas that I have. If you would leave a comment below of what kinds of videos you would like to see, anything like related to finances. I'm not a financial expert by any means, but I have a bit of experience and a decent credit score. So I would love to help you in any way that I can. And I don't make $1 billion, so pretty average income. I make like $15 an hour. Yeah, honestly, I think my first video on this budgeting series is gonna be how to make a budget. And I will create like a sheet, and like honestly, yeah, I'll just explain every step of the way. And I don't know, I'm really excited, guys. To be honest, I'm just like excited to make content that you guys will enjoy and people can relate to. I'm excited to see where this takes all of us, and thank you so much for being here. I don't really have a lot else to say other than like, I'm just like looking forward to what the new year will bring in, the ways that this channel will grow, the way that I will learn and grow and heal throughout the year, the way that you guys can learn and grow with me. Like, I'm just excited to see like what's gonna happen, you know? And yeah, and I'm so glad that you're here with me on this journey, and I'm probably not gonna see you tomorrow, and that's kind of crazy because I end every single one of my Vlogmas videos with hopefully see you tomorrow, hopefully see you tomorrow, but I don't know when I'll see you next, but it'll be soon. And I can say that Vlogmas definitely taught me a lot about consistency, and I can honestly confidently say that I have grown in consistency because of Vlogmas. So I'm just excited for this channel, and I'm excited to grow our little community and just become like actual friends. So, you know, if you're watching this, just put a comment down below and I want to get to know you. But thank you so much for being here. I love you guys.